Oh, fuck.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another exciting edition of Ringside Rants, brought to you by W Energy Drink. Get your W on, W.GG. Ringside Rants 10% off. W, yay, go W.
For W.
I am just Mike as usual, and to my right, we have Bad Karma, also known as Josh. And below me, we have Jordan, or JAT, the maestro of music of all of the Southland Plains of Louisiana.
That man sure does not know how to say the word Jack.
No, I'm not going to say Jack. It's JAT, bro. And then we have Spicy Phil, maestro of strong.
Spicy. The spicy Phil of strong style.
Instead of beefy, we go spicy.
Yeah.
Little Primus love, Phil.
Ichiban Phil.
Ichiban.
I actually have that Ichiban tattoo on me.
Cool.
Did not know that.
So before we go into what we watched this morning and I fell asleep during, there's some news that me and Josh were talking about last night. What's up there, big country? How are you, brother?
Hey.
Yeah, we were talking about last night, and I don't know if y'all caught this or not, but there was a AAA moment, and it held a graphic of an AEW title.
Yes, I saw that. That's what you get for using AI. But yeah, on Dominic for a second, it looks like the AEW title.
It wouldn't look like it was AEW.
Yeah, they used AI generator with they put two belts on Dominic Mysterio. One of them was the AEW title right around his waist.
I bet TKO and Triple H wasn't happy about that.
And it went on the air.
Who are they going to fire? Who are they going to fire? Themselves? I mean, dude.
Well, whoever their graphic designer is. I mean, come on. You couldn't proofread that? I mean, looked at before. I mean,
That's
it was
what they
plain
get
as day.
for untesting AI.
But yeah, that was hilarious when I saw that. I was like, I saw the graphic. I was like, and they allowed this to go live on the air.
Dude, they have been roasted for this and roasted for this and roasted for this. I find it hilarious. I find it damn right funny because if you're going to roast a company for, I don't know, shits and giggles and everything they do right, we got to roast them when they do wrong, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That's kind of our job.
So, and not only that, we also had the other piece of information that me and Josh were talking about. Remember what we were talking about, Josh, at all?
Oh, Jesus. You're going to have to refresh my memory.
But one of the members of the Rascals got fired?
We already talked about that, Phil. You were here.
Oh.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Where's that squirrel when you need it?
No,
that's not for a moment. That's not for a moment, nah.
Phil,
that was a hiccup moment, okay? That was a hiccup moment.
No, it's more like
fuck you, man. Come on.
I'm sure the squirrel will rear its head later tonight.
No, we're just messing with you, Phil. We love you, brother. But no, well, there was news today that supposedly Roman Reigns and Triple H are not seeing eye to eye backstage. Roman Reigns wants to face Cody Rhodes again at WrestleMania in the main event. Triple H had other ideas, and that's why he put the belt on Drew McIntyre.
I'm glad for that. I don't want to see Reigns again. Fuck Reigns. I mean, they've had enough main events.
Yeah, I don't think we need another Cody and Reigns again.
For the third time. For the third time.
What's up, brother?
It's gone.
If we knew what all that other stuff stood for, we'd let you. We'd shout you out with that, but we don't know what all that means.
Yeah, but what else? Yeah, it's like we don't need another Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes. I actually stand with Triple H on that. So like, yeah, we don't need part 3.
No, we really don't.
How long do you think it's going to take for the fans to turn on Drew McIntyre?
Give it about a month. or two.
Well, once they get out of the UK, yeah. Once come back to America,
Isn't Drew a better heel than a face anyway?
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, aren't we
He's
all
a
going to
Scottish.
agree on that?
I mean, I love him as a Scottish psychopath.
But the thing is, though, man, it's Drew McIntyre's game right now. He's on top of the world.
He deserves it. I mean,
but they're going to take it from him. We know that, and he's a placeholder. And who are they going to give it to?
Can they turn
probably
Braun Breaker?
back to Cody or probably to Roman?
Can they turn Braun Breaker face quick enough before Mania to do it? That would be the guy. That's the guy that need to put the belt on. Someone young, someone new.
He could, but he's on Raw. This is SmackDown.
If you think I'm going to know the whole roster of WWE's different shows, you got another thing coming.
Well, then you got Obafemi coming.
That ain't happening.
I think that's the problem
soon.
with even MJF says that they do not push enough younger stars. They have not pushed any younger stars in a long time. Even some WWE talents. Even Braun Breaker says that.
Yeah.
If you look at it, most of the champions are like in their late 30s to early 40s now.
It's true. The average age of the champ in WWE has equaled 40.
It's basically become WCW 2.0.
But in the same,
I'll admit though, I've watched that Finn Balor CM Punk match, and it was really good. It was really good.
CM Punk, well, I mean, obviously, Finn Balor still has some fight left in him.
Well, you got real. Punk is what 48, 49 or something like that.
Dude, that went back to his old NXT music, man. And when he came out, I was like, okay.
Yeah, he went back to that, which was a smart thing to do for that song. And has Balor Country in there and everything. I was like, oh yeah, and that popped the crowd out. So
and they were booing CM Punk.
Yep. Well, he was a whole town boy, so
yeah. But after Punk beat him, of course, then they started chanting CM Punk, which was
yeah. Oh, they cheered Punk when he came out. They cheered Punk when he came out, but once Balor came out, the fucking roof went off. So and they cheered for Balor the whole entire match. So which is understandable, but they put on a great match and everything. So and you gotta realize Balor. Let me see. I think CM Punk's like 48 or something like that. 47, 48, something like that.
He's got a new movie too.
Balor's 42.
And CM Punk's in a new movie.
What's he in?
Night Country.
Some vampire thing.
Yeah. Okay. It's in movie theaters. AMC promoted the shit out of it Thursday night. I'm talking promoted the shit out of it.
Well, since TNA's in bed with WWE and soon to be sold to WWE.
Yeah. I believe that. Oh yeah. And they're saying that Hobbs is going to show up at the Royal Rumble and be.
Why not? Why not?
It's going to be a waste.
I would use Obafemi in the Rumble and give him the high spot. Like let everybody know that after Mania, this dude's coming. So that's what I would do with Obafemi. Give him like 8 eliminations or whatever. Let him look good for a couple minutes, and then get somebody who he's gonna fight later on to toss him out.
Yeah.
And Chris is watching NWA Power.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You'll watch it again. I'm sorry, country.
That ain't country.
Justin Paul Sports.
He said he's gonna watch TNA again Thursday.
Oh.
I'm gonna watch it. Don't mean anything.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it another shot, man. But man, that first episode was just trash.
On a scale of 1 to 10, it was a -3.
I love it. Yeah, Mr. Control Your Narrative made a new video who we were talking about last night. So I wonder if he's headed back over there.
Well, we know KJ Orso is now TNA bound. He showed up at Genesis.
That's good. Yeah, did anyone watch the Genesis one? How many matches? You said there was only 3 matches for the Genesis.
No, 3 matches for the TNA show that we watched.
Okay, yeah, that sounds about right.
I'll find out in 10 seconds. Give me 10 seconds.
But because as I know, a bunch of people came out to do promos. Yeah, because there was the 6-man tag in the beginning. There was the
It
women's
was 8
tag.
matches. 8 matches on Genesis. You had Elijah versus Mustafa Ali, JDC versus Eddie Edwards, AJ Francis versus Rich Swann, intergender match Ryan Nemeth versus Marisade, Knockouts World Champion Lei Ying Lee versus Zarya,
You
TNA
probably know
World
her
Champion.
as Xia Li. I like Xia Li though. She's awesome.
TNA World Championship match Mike Santana versus Frankie Kazarian, World Tag Team Championships the Hardys versus the Righteous, an X Division match between Cedric Alexander Moose and Leon Slater.
That's who I was trying to think of last night. The Righteous is supposed to be rolling out after Genesis. They're supposed to be WWE bound. I was told, or something.
Righteous?
No,
Yeah, I heard that they were rolling out.
no, they still got time on their contracts.
I mean, they just joined TNA. How can he be on the way out?
I don't know. I heard that. I didn't read it.
I heard Mance Warner's time is up, but I'm gonna go pick up their. I'm going back to their. I'm going back to their website and look at their roster again.
Hey, everybody in the chat. Good to see all of y'all. Country, Anthony, Chris. What you call with the initials?
Brother?
Which he needs to explain to us what his sports his initials and all of that is. Your boy with the entertainment thing. I can't. It's off my screen.
Brother BTL.
Yeah,
Bare
please
knuckle.
tell us what that is. We'll give him a shout out.
Yeah. Yeah, Punk is 47 years old. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's what I said.
And also, please like and subscribe. You
Yes.
know, and post on your notifications so you know when the next episode comes on.
Which
Please,
one?
for the cherry on top.
The more
Yeah.
y'all smash that like button, that's how y'all were able to find us, and hopefully we can get some more people in here. Y'all can have
Yep.
conversations in the chat, talk about what you want to see, who you like, who you don't like, what company you love, what company you'd love to see underneath the toilet.
But
Southern
the
Psychopath
Righteous
coming down the way he wrestles to even be targeted by WWE.
the
Yeah.
Righteous going to WWE right now would be kind of competitive with
Wyatt Six.
the Wyatt Six right now. So I don't
They were
see
originally going to be part of the Wyatt Six until like plans changed and Bray Wyatt got sick and everything.
So
I mean, there's a lot of young talent that TNA could sign, but TNA wants people that have already have a name, like Casey Navarro had a name, Vance Warner had a name.
TNA had a name until that fucking disastrous show they put on. I'm gonna give it one more chance, and it's like, then after that, I'm gonna take it off my record.
I'm gonna give it a couple of shots, man. I'm not gonna give it 2 and done. I'm gonna give it a 3-strike rule and it's out.
Like Sheldon does, Sheldon Cooper.
Mm-hmm. That's what he does, and that's exactly how I'm gonna treat it. Right now, it's got a strike on it, a big strike. Like
I wonder if Chris Jericho got the list from Sheldon Cooper as well.
I
had some righteous chicken wings the other night.
The righteous comes from the Bible.
The Southern Psychopath is going to have to tone down his the way he wrestles, even if he does go to WWE. I do not see him going.
I don't see him toning down
He is
at all.
far from a WWE product. Question: do you think that Disaster was more about production value? Because Eric Bischoff even said that there was a massive jumps and weird cuts during the matches, and the matches were fine. I mean, one of the major problems with that episode was there was a lot of visa issues going on with a lot of the wrestlers. But
Well, that had nothing to do with whether you put on a product, what they put out.
yeah, but even with that problem, they could have put on some decent matches. I mean, they had a good start with AJ coming out. I mean, AJ Styles, I kind of hyped everything up. I'm like, okay, I'm interested. They got AJ coming out, hyping everything. But then you started to see them standing in a crowd. All of a sudden, you see a bunch of where they put all the celebrities, but they forgot to put the fans behind the celebrities because you saw rows of empty seats.
That was bad. That was,
I was like,
bad.
that right there is something you don't do. Then
That was bad.
Just the way, I don't know, just the way it was shot, it was not good.
You had 3 matches in 2 hours.
3 matches in 2 hours. 3 matches in 2 hours.
Unacceptable.
You could have threw in 1 or 2 more matches into that.
That segment between Santino Morello and what's her name, Sonya Deville, was terrible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it shouldn't have been edited. I think it was live, ain't it?
Yeah, it was live. Yeah.
Yeah, it was not edited, so that was all live. So
Yeah, it was. They could have literally done anything else, and all the segments they had done were already pre-taped, and you could tell they were pre-taped before everybody was in the arena, and it made it look weak as well.
mm-hmm.
So I mean, like the segment between AJ Styles and Mike Santana, that was weak. The segment they had with Santino and Cedric Alexander was weak.
Now, I don't know if you were watching this. I don't know. Did we talk about this live? But but about AJ Styles doing his retirement. Well, not retirement, but Gunther.
We talked about that last
to retire. So this is what I'm predicting about that. And I don't know. I don't know. Did we talk about this live?
Mm-hmm.
We did.
So so last night we talked about this. It's like I'm predicting this that Gunther retires AJ Styles from WWE. Then he's gonna go. Then WWE is gonna loan him out to TNA to help them out, and then he's gonna officially retire as a TNA wrestler. That's my prediction on that.
That's terrible.
And just saying that out loud, that is a terrible way to go.
That's like saying, "Hey, I like all this steak I've been eating, but hell, I want this side of grits. I think I want to eat grits from now on."
And for him to retire, even if that, like I said, and also last night it said, if they don't fix whatever problems they got, this show is not even going to last 3 months. It's not even going to last 3 months.
It ain't. And yes, I mean, Perez Hilton doesn't belong wrestling, but in a queer fashion show. I don't even know who Perez Hilton is.
I think he's the new guy with the elegance people, or Mr. Elegant. I could be wrong.
Yeah. MJF is a joke.
I wouldn't say MJF is a joke.
No.
He's legit, but I will agree. Sometimes he can be annoying to watch. I will agree to that. But
MJF
then again,
he's
doing his job.
MJF is
He's annoying you. He's doing his job, Chris. That's all I can say.
Yes.
I mean, that's why Jim Cornette loves him.
Yep.
And they also have a ton of TNA explosion matches that are not televised that usually put online. Okay.
Do you think there's still residual effects from the previous production company that previously produced a ton of the shows for TNA? That's why you saw the limited matches? Yes. Yes. And the limited matches, not only that, but the way it was, they really they really tried to showcase the center of the ring, and they would really just screw that up all the time.
I think they did 3 matches because they thought they could be lazy and get away with it because it was the first show.
To be honest, TNA's been doing that on their television shows, and it is lazy. But this is a live show. You had to put your best foot forward, and they didn't. They really didn't even put a foot out there. They didn't put an ankle. They put a hat out there, and they said, "Dance, monkey, dance."
Meanwhile, New Japan sold out both nights, the last 2 nights at Kurgan Hall live.
Yes, they did, and
That was awesome.
yeah, I woke up like I said last night. I fell asleep during the show, dude. Because it goes on so late, man.
Wait till those 5:30 ones and 4:30 ones. It gets worse.
Fuck that, dude. I mean, Jesus, it's late.
The only time we get early shows, and it's not often, you get a 2:30, and then like the big ones like Wrestle Kingdom, that'll be depending on midnight or 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock. 3:30 is the average, and when it gets to 4:30 a.m. and later is when I'm like, oh man, I'm like, this is gonna be rough. Or sometimes I have to go back and watch it, but I'm invested with their character work and what they got going on over there. I mean, we got stories left and right over there.
Dude, they even have stories with their young lions, which is unheard of. It's unheard of.
All right. Anthony asked a good question. What do you guys think WWE finally takes full control of the production aspect of TNA to improve their production value? Like I said, I'm going to say if TNA does not do good within the next 3 months, they're going to get kicked off of AMC, and they're going to get then all their library is going to get sold off, and WWE is just going to buy all the rights to it. And it's pure and simple.
Yeah.
Well, I will say, and I know, Anthony, you're asking me another question, but I think whenever WWE takes full control is whenever TNA honestly sells out the WWE finally. And I believe it'll be before the end of this year.
Yeah, because by the logic, if WWE doesn't own them now, TNA or Anthem would have to pay WWE to come in and do production. And I think the whole point is to gain money, not lose money. Hence why we're going live every other week like Raw did in the early days to save money, because live taping is expensive.
Mm-hmm.
That's the whole reason WCW made it, was because Turner owned it when the Nitro era started. Turner owned WCW. Turner owned its own production company. So all Ted had to do was send his people right over, and that was it. They didn't have to hire. It wasn't like, I'll use ECW for an example. I don't know the name. I'm sure Mike knows the name of the company. They've been around forever. They still, you can still hire them.
Chris, WWE has helped TNA stay in business. They're like sabotaging.
Fly it, Josh. Fly it. I'm in the middle of talking. Fly it.
No, it's what Chris said on comment.
Yeah, I'm in the middle of telling you a reference here. ECW had to hire a company to do security. Just like they had to hire people to hold cameras. WCW didn't have to worry about that because Turner had their own. WWE today has their own production company in there. So if TNA would be like, hey, WWE, we need help, and they don't own them, Anthem would have to pay that shit. That's what I'm saying. Until WWE buys TNA, they already helped them get a TV deal. Why are they going to send their production company for free? Why?
Mm-hmm.
Now you can go.
All right, Triple H is the one that got the. Yeah.
All right. So, in my honest opinion, we were talking about underrated guitarist, drummer, or lead singer in rock. For you in those categories, who are the most underrated? One comes to mind. He's dead. Brad Noel from Sublime. He was a guitarist and a singer. Very underrated.
Underrated singer, guitarist, and drummers. Anybody else want to jump in on this? Because I got people.
Ooh, underrated guitarist. Ooh, jeez.
Most underrated guitarist mainstream is Alex Lifeson, followed by John Christ, the original Danzig guitar player. That's my picks for underrated great guitar drummer. I'm gonna say both Matt Cameron, the former Soundgarden, Temple of the Dog, current Pearl Jam, along with Sean Kinley from House of Chains, because both those guys don't get to show off, but they're both ridiculously awesome drummers. Especially Matt Cameron with all the off time stuff. But those that's all people that should be in like legendary status that aren't underrated lead singer. I think Klaus from the Scorpions should be in the top 5 of all time. I think he should be higher than he is. That dude is one of the best voices. He should be with Dio and Halford and Dickinson, all those guys at the top. I think Klaus is and the Scorpions are very as big as they are. They're underrated.
Yeah.
They should be, and another one would be Bad Company. They should they should be on a Zeppelin level, and their original singer is fucking terrific.
Well, we'll save the music comments towards the end. So, well, but I got to start thinking about that stuff. But right now, my mindset's in wrestling right now. So,
well, back to what Chris is saying here, it wasn't TBS that didn't want wrestling, because TBS was Turner, and Ted Turner loved his wrestling. The Time Warner merger after they bought AOL, Time Warner execs looked down on wrestling and didn't want it. That's why today with Discovery involved and they see all the money WWE makes on the ad revenue, that's why they want AEW. They want a product back on their television. That's the reason why.
He also commented, somebody commented about Scott D'Amore. Now, if Scott D'Amore was still in charge,
it would be the product would be a lot better.
Well, it would have been a lot better than
and Josh Alexander's ball would still be in TNA.
Yeah, for the past couple years. What, couple years now?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, why else do you think a lot of people are leaving? A lot of like Josh Alexander left. Let's see. Let's see who else left. Speedball. Let's see. Probably. And also, let's see. Ace Austin is left too. He's in AEW.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them are going to either Indies or AEW, and some of them probably never wrestle an excursion over New Japan Pro Wrestling because they don't want to deal with TNA, you know, kissing Triple H's and TKO's ass.
Yeah. Losing Scott D'Amore was a huge shot to the TNA locker room and the talent as well as the product. I think we all can agree that the departure of Scott D'Amore was a very crippling thing for TNA. It was. I can't stress how much it bothered the backstage. They tried to petition not to lose him. They knew that he was a winning formula. That was very ignorant of whoever decided. Maybe TKO was like, get rid of this guy. I don't know who did it, but it was ignorant. It's like losing a mini Paul Heyman in a way.
Yeah. That and I think
Missy Carter did not help
Dreamer, ain't it? Was it Dreamer a backstage producer?
Yeah. He's still involved.
He's still involved. Well, it doesn't look like it.
They posted him. They named him and another guy that way.
Probably just a figurehead.
And he's involved with something. I don't know what it is, but he's still involved back there. I think you meant Kim Thale, and Kim was not the bass player. Kim was the other guitar player, dude. You're thinking of either Hero was the first bass player, and then Ben Shepherd. Yeah, I'm a big Soundgarden guy. They're one of my top 5 of all time. I have every one of their records, but Ultra Mega OK, and I'm going to find it one day.
I'm reading.
Well,
nothing.
All right. So what else is going on in the wrestling world? I know
Suji has accepted Jake Lee's challenge for the IWGP.
And knocked the shit out of him afterwards.
Yeah, but he has accepted. So we have our main event for what's probably going to be the New Beginning show itself, which is like the pay-per-view show that this is all leading up to. So, and they leveled the unaffiliated company last night. Suji was the only guy left standing. United Empire is full-blown heel, and O'Khan was right there with him with the beat down. So, and yeah, it looks like your boy for the Lions He was ringside wearing a shirt, so it looks like he is definitely
United
going
Empire.
to be joining.
Mm-hmm. Zane J is now United Empire.
Yeah, that's pretty much a guarantee now.
That's
I still
awesome.
love it when Okan does the Mongolian chops. They make me laugh when he does that.
Scott D'Amore. I mean, yeah, I get it, Anthony. You have a perfect replacement for Scott D'Amore, Jimmy Borash, but Jimmy Borash is under contract to WWE instead of TNA. So,
and Scott D'Amore, he's doing really well with his Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling, by the way, and they actually have a super show together with Ring of Honor.
it was random comments he made. It was the LGBTQ stuff and the anti-Semitic stuff he said to David Starr.
Yeah.
But
I
just read that too. The Maple Leaf Wrestling and Ring of Honor are doing a show together. I'm like, so I guess because before he was still doing business with TNA, getting TNA wrestlers over there, and also AEW wrestlers.
And WWE stopped it.
But since now TNA's in bed with WWE. They can't really do business with him anymore, so he has to do stuff with AEW now.
That's really telling as well, because Anthem Sports that owns TNA is Canadian. You would think they would, let's partner with Maple Leaf, another Canadian company. Nope, we're not doing that anymore. Hey, that doesn't work for me, brother.
Well, here's another thing. Here's a good thing though. Like, I think one of the episodes at MLP Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling, Kaito Kiyomiya is going to be there. From Pro Wrestling Noah.
Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling to me is what
TNA should be.
No, it's what NWA should be.
I agree.
You have the throwback. You have the. I mean, don't get me wrong. Maple Leaf Wrestling ain't as old as the NWA, but it has more nostalgia feel than the NWA does. And I know that you were watching the NWA Power Show. The only thing about nostalgia about the NWA Power Show is the fact that they can have the area where they do the conference and the interviews and shit. But other than that, the matches they're not nostalgic. They're not vintage, and the time limits, and it's not what it used to be.
What promotions are under the WWE ID banner for the independent scene? That's where it gets kind of tricky because
there's a lot.
And plus, for some reason, I don't know how this happened last weekend. AEW and WWE stars were booked under an independent show. So I don't know who booked that and who's going to get in trouble.
I don't think nobody's getting in trouble because it's an independent show. And independent means independent. Right. So I know GCW is, I know FSW is.
Is MLW part of the WWE? Where they can? Nope.
They work with CMLL and New Japan Pro Wrestling, so that's a no.
Yeah, they have a lot of animosity.
Their talent roster's loaded with 2000s ex-WWE people.
But they have a lot of animosity because they sued WWE and Bill was
I forgot about that. That is true.
For Vice. And then
there was also, I think it was another channel too. I think it was Pluto TV, I think.
Yeah.
First talking about Mid-South. You saw that old frogman LeBlanc passed away a week or two ago, huh, Chris? The frog.
Yeah. Oh.
Who was not well liked backstage.
Yes, they did. It was because of that incident with that wrestler that got beat down by Rampage Jackson's son, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
We actually got to talk about that.
Wait, what? I got completely lost. How did Rampage Jackson's son come into this?
Anthony made a comment. He said that the WWE actually cancel the independent contract with Jimmy and Jay.
Yes, they did within 24 hours. They were like, we're cutting ties. We can't be involved in that. It was all over the probably within 12 hours. It was all over the internet. They cut ties with Rikishi's. I don't even know what it's called, but R.I.P. to them.
Oh, it's Rakishi's promotion, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, they cut ties instantly when that happened. WWE was like,
Oh yeah. Yeah, that whole scenario. Yeah, that should never have happened. Uh-oh. We lost Jordan.
No, it didn't.
There you go.
My screen went black and I could hear you. I don't know what that was about.
We got you. We got you.
Let's see if my router is acting. No.
It ain't you. It's just random update. Random. We all got hit with it one time. Remember? I got hit with it. Josh got hit with
that
it.
was fucked up.
The train's coming. It's messing with everything. The train is coming.
Trains are coming.
Yeah, when I'm moving to my new place.
Let's see. WWE World Champion Ric Flair defended his title on Mid-South Wrestling 1985. Yep, he did. The Mid-South Wrestling was under the NWA. Well, the NWA, it was weird as like the NWA traveled all around the South, but it always say NWA, WCCW, or the NWA defended its titles all over the place in the South.
Yeah, they were trying to be the governing body of all the territories, and eventually, that's not going to work after what Vince did, what he did. We all remember what Paul Heyman did with Shane Douglas. I mean, that shit it wasn't going to fly after a while. You can't pretend you're the governing body when you really don't have any power to be a governing body over a bunch of independent companies.
Mm-hmm.
Like a WCCW or a Florida Championship or a Mid-South or a Crockett or up there in with Lawler up there in Memphis.
Yeah. Memphis, yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't really work after a certain generation, after so many decades.
Yeah, like for me, it's like I got to see the tail end of the territory era. So like for me, I got into wrestling around between like I said between WrestleMania 1 and WrestleMania 2. That's where I started watching wrestling when I was a kid. So I was like, ugh. So that was like towards the tail end of the wrestling wrestling territories. I got to see that. So then after a while, everything just disappeared.
Y'all remember Sunday, Bloody Sunday?
Oh, where
Vince
McMahon bought the TV rights and just took over.
That was Bloody Saturday.
Anthony, Billy's a national treasure. Billy is a Hall of Famer, a national treasure. The guy is any musician that knows that dude is respected. Mm-hmm. I know I'm not talking about Billy Corgan. If anybody not paying attention,
you're talking about Billy Gibbons. We know Billy Corgan's a weirdo, rich weirdo, but still a weirdo nonetheless.
Bill Watts, UWF would have overtaken WWE.
Cornette dislikes Watts, but nowhere near the level of a Jim Herd or a Vince Russo. Let's just get that out the way. Nowhere near that. They might be on a top 10 list, but Cowboy Bill Watts did respect the business. He was like all of his wrestlers. He'd tell them, "You go out to the bar, you get your ass kicked, don't come back to work tomorrow."
You should have seen the comments that Cornette made, the rants he did about Vince Russo working with JCW. He hates both the ICP and you should see his rants on ICP. It's hilarious.
Fucking
one of the dumbest things Bill Watts did was to make it more real. He took away the ring mats outside and was like, no over the top roper, it's a DQ. And I get the pure aspect, but all you're doing is hurting your wrestlers now. if you don't have mats outside the ring. That wasn't a smart move. On in modern day, especially by the 90s, over the top rope, all you're doing is watering down your product. I mean, wrestlers are gonna go over the top rope. So that was
But
not Bill Watts' best ideas, especially removing the ring mats. But I
well,
mean,
ECW did it. They didn't have ring mats unless they went to an area where or where the sports authority
Mandated.
got to have
yeah,
mats.
and half of that was Paul trying to save money. Let's be honest.
He even said that too, but he wanted it to look extreme.
Oh yeah, well, I mean that caters into you got to think Paul Heyman. Make it look good, make it sound good, but there's also could be a logic reason behind it. Save a few dollars on some mats.
Yeah,
And
look what happened. A lot of the ECW wrestlers. Look what happened to Balls Mahoney. He died 10 years ago.
Well, heck, tell you the truth is like, look, I'm surprised that there's not a lot of injuries in ECW because of that.
Well, I
I
remember,
mean,
I remember,
they got injured for other reasons, but
I remember a bad one. It was Mike Awesome had just become the champ, and he took on Spike Dudley. And yeah, we know Spike goes through the tables right away, but they Mike did his jump off from the ring over the barricade to Spike in the crowd, and the floor was all wet. And when he landed on his feet, he went straight on the back of his head, and you can hear Don Callis just go, "Oh God!" And Mike was dazed for a while. You could tell getting up,
The
but
lights
you
were
could,
on, but no one was home.
oh yeah.
yeah, for a good. He was out of it for a good. He got to his feet, but you could tell he was in pain. But the back of his head just cracked that floor.
I think that's the reason why he took his own life, because he had pretty bad, the same way Daphne did. You know.
No, he took his life because he had nowhere to wrestle, and his wife pulled her stuff and left him. And he's like, "I failed my family. I did all." Then that's why he killed himself.
Yeah.
The man was used wrong in the wrestling business. Then his wife was like, "I'm leaving you," and that's when he killed himself. So,
ICP is basically the bridge between wrestling and music. Can you guys explain to me how they got away with what they did in terms with their music and not get fined by the government? Nope. I can't tell you shit.
You know what? ICP, they even said they've been wrestling fans for a long time. I mean, you go back and listen to their music. They got wrestling references all throughout their music.
What is a juggalo? A Hulkamaniac.
it goes back to even older.
Power
than that.
bombs your mind and thumbtacks.
Yeah, it goes back to the beginning with them.
I sabooed your mama through a coffee table.
It goes back for them far. I mean, they were wrestling fans.
I mean, they built a wrestling ring in their backyard.
Mm-hmm.
Fat Sweaty Betty, I Yokozuna splashed her.
I mean, these guys were part of backyard wrestling, the backyard wrestling games 1 and 2.
Yeah, which are actually very hard games to find. Actually, believe it or not.
But how come they didn't get fined by the government? I have no idea.
It was the 90s, and they didn't care. It was the Bill Clinton era, because there was a lot of presidential remarks and a lot of White House, and if it would have been done today, it would probably be a whole lot different, or at least in the 2000s. But it was the era. It was underground. No one was caring much like they do today, wanting about everything. Because I mean,
you got to realize that ICP didn't really gain traction until the Great Malenko.
Yeah,
You're talking about like late
96.
No, Great Malenko came. No,
97,
Great Malenko came
97.
out like 97, 98, somewhere around that time.
96, 97.
Oh yeah, apparently the part 3, the second season of that WWE show is coming out. You know, that goes behind the scenes.
Oh, Unreal.
I'm not watching it.
I will. I'll give it another watch. It's a bunch of bullshit. It's shit that we already know.
ICP, we need to burn the White House and piss in his face. Wasn't that Great Malenko? I think that's the one that was on.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, but yeah, ICP didn't gain much traction. Like at about the time of the Great Malenko, that's when they started. That's when they started rising up right there.
And Disney found out about it and quickly pulled all the stuff off the shelves, because it was a company, a Disney company, that originally put the material out, and then they were like, whoa, we can't be a part of this. We gotta So if you could find one of those in the wild, you got some money.
It's a island, ain't it?
Yeah, it was.
Island is the company that took over. It was
Yeah.
Hollywood Records.
Oh, Hollywood Records. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I meant they're out there. They're out there. So
You gotta grab. You gotta hope you can find it because they were all pulled off the shelves real quick within that first week.
And they have a lot of songs taken off of it. There's only like 12 or 14 songs on the original.
What album are you talking about?
Great
Great
Malenko. It's the one with Disney. A Disney-based company was behind the not the production, but the media release. You know, the physical did all of that.
Yeah.
But I think what happened was I think ICP did re-release it under their own banner though, their own record company, the Psychopathic Records. They bought their rights.
Psychopathic Records was only like their late what was their label, but they didn't. But after Hollywood Records, they went to Island.
Island.
And they were on that for a couple of the Joker's cards. I think it was until like the last Joker's cards. They went full Psychopathic Records or something like that.
They did.
Yeah.
I heard they did manage to get the song rights back, re-release the album under their own record label though.
But,
Yeah.
You could buy it after, yeah. But I have one of the Island record Great Malenkos.
I have that.
Oh, man.
Also,
You know, it's cute. I still remember when I saw this really rare copy. I know it's off subject, but it is sort of related. When Slayer's Rain and Blood album was signed under Def Jam Records.
yeah.
Well, American, which is Rick Rubin's label, is a subsidiary of Def Jam.
Def Jam Records. Yeah, him and Russell Simmons formed Def Jam Records. Except Rick Rubin wanted to go to a different route, but you wanted to do something besides rap and hip hop.
Yeah, but because I the ones you really want to get your hands on are the original Metal Blade Slayer albums, like the
Show No Mercy and
Hell Awaits.
Those are good albums. Even their Haunting the Chapel EP was pretty good too.
I'm trying to find Haunting the Chapel. I have a Metal Bleed of Show No Mercy.
But back on the subject of everything else
now, man, they signed a lot of great bands. Like, after if I'm correct, King Diamond left Roadrunner, he went to Metal Blade afterwards.
The very first King Diamond album isn't even Roadrunner; it's Road Racer.
That was before they changed it, and
King Diamond was the first ever signee to Road Racer.
Yep.
But still with ICP, like I said,
I have the original.
I remember they were on ECW, not barely legal. November to Remember for like a clip, and they got basically Rob Van Dam and Sabu beat the shit out of them. Then I remember. Then I want to say late '90s. I want to say 80. 98, 99, that's when they went to WWE.
They got heat over there in the locker room, big time.
Or did they go to WCW first?
No, they went to WWF first. Then they went but in WWF they had heat. That's how Russo got cool with them. That's how he knows them.
Yeah, so they did the Oddities theme song. So then somehow they jumped over to WCW.
And did the music for Vampiro.
Yeah, Vampiro.
What about Juggalo wrestling? Juggalo
that would come after. They would create JCW, and we would get Volume 1 on an old beat up cassette tape. If you could find it at the record stores.
But
Volume 1, Volume 2.
Juggalo Championship Wrestling, it's pretty good right now. I mean, it's gaining better traction than it was a few years ago. But but I think the biggest blow right now because they put the title on Matt Cardona, and Matt Cardona ends up signing a contract with WWE, so they had to drop the title. Yeah, they had to drop the title. So it's like now I think they're doing a tournament for that or something.
That's the one company. If you work for the Indies, you got to cancel all your dates, your own merch. You got to turn everything over to WWE, unless it's that ID program and they're allowing somebody with a title to go somewhere else. That's when you got to drop everything.
Oh yeah, Matt Cardona said that. He said he had once he signed with WWE, he had to close his store.
Oh yeah, you got to. But you look at the money you're gonna make when you're not a newbie. You're coming back. You kind of get a nice contract. Y'all know the
But
story about ICP and Mick Foley backstage?
You mean Cactus Sack?
Yeah, y'all know the story about it. Yeah, but this is to do with Stranglemania 1 with Cactus Sack.
Cactus Slack versus Lama Nama Numi.
Lama Nama Numi. Yeah, Foley went up to him in WWF and he was like, they were like, "Hey, Mick Foley." Yeah, he's like, "Hey guys, I saw y'all had me on y'all's home video. I never saw a penny for that." They broke out a checkbook and wrote him a nice fee right then and there, and Mick went, "Oh, thanks, we're cool." They paid him right then and there. They paid him right then and there, and he was like, "Cool, have a nice day."
Well, at least they paid him. I mean, they gave him. He gave him. They paid him, so that's all that mattered.
Yeah, and it wasn't enough for him to argue that. It wasn't enough for him to argue the amount either. So he was like, he said the amount. I don't remember how much it was. I think it was like, I don't know if they wrote him a check for like $1,000 or $5,000, what they did, but they wrote him a check and were like, "Here you go." And he's like, and before he even had the catchphrase, I think he "Have a nice day."
Well, I do know.
Oh yeah, apparently Jim Cornette talked about it on his podcast.
Yeah, I do know that during that time, whenever they're doing Big Money Hustlers, they signed Cactus Jack again too.
Yeah,
because he was in the movie.
They eventually did a second movie to that in years.
Big
years
Money
later.
Hustlers. It wasn't as good as the first one.
Of course not.
Vampiro.
Vampiro.
I actually just met Vampiro not too long ago.
That you did.
He said.
I still got to put up the interview with that artist too. I still got to put up the interview.
He also Vampiro told us to go fuck ourselves too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did. He told Ringside Riot to go fuck ourselves.
Let me see if I can find the video real quick.
Giles had so much to say that Vampiro just went, "Go fuck yourselves."
I thought it was funny.
I think it was great.
It was awesome. At least he gave us credit. I give him that. He acknowledged that we exist.
He acknowledged us.
It told us to go fuck ourselves.
I mean, we've been acknowledged by some really famous people like Tarzan Duran.
And what's his name? What's his name? What's his name? Also doesn't
Here
like
it is,
it.
right here. Hold on.
This is Josh, aka The Bad Karma, and I'm here with the Lucha legend himself, Vampiro. Cross country. And man, go fuck yourself, Ringside Rants.
He knew you had nothing to say right there, and so he just looked at you and he went, "I'm gonna save this. Go fuck yourselves."
Yeah, I took it. I was like, I was just trying to hype him up and everything. It was like, "Hey, everybody, it's about me with the Lucha."
The dude looked like he was smoking
I was
a blunt.
hoping
I don't think he
he's like looked at me. He's like he did a hit of his little thing right there, and
dude was smoking a blunt. Dude was smoking a blunt. He wasn't ready to get hyped for nothing.
Oh, that was the funniest thing. It was like right when he came in for the autograph signing, he's like, first thing he's like, "Hey everyone, how's it going? Does anybody got any weed?" Right when he walked in the door. There's only like about 20 of us there.
Vampiro was a cool person, man.
Oh yeah, he was a good
guy. I'm just glad. I know he's going. Last time I remember when he was going through Alzheimer's, I felt really bad for him.
Going through Alzheimer's.
He has Alzheimer's.
Okay, well in that case, yeah, you don't heal from that. It just gets worse.
He's doing things to like help himself with that and everything.
You can try to hold it back, but you can never. It's a horrible disease, terrible disease.
Yeah.
Well, I can understand why, because from all of those chair shots to the heads over the years, kind
That'll
of.
do it. That will do it.
Too Tough Tony. I don't know what happened to Too Tough Tony, man. I know he was part of the JCW roster not too long ago. Tarzan Duran, Too Tough Tony,
I know.
Cocaine.
I know. A certain person at XPW hates us.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Jordan. It's the guy I told you that did the. Ah!
Oh, him?
Yeah.
That guy. Well, how did he find out about it?
Well, we'll talk about that off. We'll talk about that off camera.
Oh, that's the juicy stuff. That's the juicy stuff people want to know. But yeah, sorry, dude. You were irritating as fuck every 2 seconds. Going. It's like, bro, we're gonna send Okan to go talk to you, and he'll give you the Mongolian chop. And then he'll make it like a building fell on you.
Kevin Kleinrock is cool with us.
Why you said the opposite?
No. Kevin Kleinrock is cool with us. There's a person that runs that place that is not cool with us.
Are they even a thing anymore?
Yeah.
What, Diamond?
No, XPW.
Oh, XPW. Oh, okay.
What TV network do they have?
None.
Exactly.
They have their own.
Exactly.
But yeah, Mr. Black, and I'll leave it at that. I don't mind him though, man. He's just very, very, very political. Very political.
In what way? Isn't he the porn director?
Was.
No, it is. Was, is.
Yeah, basically is. Yeah, sure, whatever.
So.
Yeah,
Anything else in the wrestling world that's going on right now?
anybody watch NXT?
No, I actually was.
I actually have a life.
I want to know when we're going to see Evil Dead, who is most definitely not Violent J's brother, jump standing under a mask, make a comeback.
Probably next pay-per-view.
Yeah, we needed some Evil Dead, the former first ever JCW World Heavyweight Champ. Vince, hey, Russo, what's wrong with you? Book Evil Dead, bro. That's what the people needed, bro. That's what they come to see. Evil fucking Dead, bro. Bro.
Yeah.
Evil Dead, man. That's who we need on TV.
So,
Who's definitely not Violent J's brother, jump steady under a mask.
Okay, speaking of JCW, since we're on the subject of JCW, what happened with the situation? I know they were setting up a storyline with if Violent J loses, wrestler loses the match, that he has to give up the rights to JCW to Russo. Whatever happened with that?
I don't know yet. I don't know what's going on with that. That's kind of cool though if you think about it. It reminds me of like some old NWO shit.
Even though we all know Violent J owns the damn thing.
Elio LaFleur.
Yeah. God, who was he going with? He was from AAA, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
And he's going with WWE, right? Obviously. Yeah, it's like a Frenchman becomes a French luchador, becomes a French luchador, becomes a lucha libre wrestler. So, I mean, it's not uncommon. I mean, you've seen a Japanese guy become one most iconic lucha libre stars
Ultimo
ever.
Dragon.
Yep.
You should go to the liquor store of Lucha Libre too, but he has his own, style feeling to it.
Cardboard version of Doki, Phil.
You're a maniac.
I'm not a pipe wielding maniac. I'm a cardboard tube wielding maniac tonight.
I'm guessing that's something you're going to show off pretty soon.
I am not taking it out the tube. I'll show y'all when I get it framed, but I might tell y'all what it is.
Okay.
Ooh, what you got?
I didn't say it right now unless y'all are dying for me to tell y'all what it is.
Okay. Well, I mean, we're running out of wrestling talk, so.
You guys want to watch an episode of Mystery Wrestling? A match?
Hold on.
Wait.
I'm looking at something.
He didn't even look up, so he missed it. The squirrel just flew.
Like, wait, what? Who?
Now, if y'all wanted to know what this is, it's the movie poster of the Warriors.
Oh, you bastard! Oh,
Yeah. Maybe one day I can get the boys to sign it that are still alive. Who knows?
Man, you missed the chance last year. They all came to Chicago. Right
I'm
before
not going all the way to Chicago for that. Them dudes need to come somewhere in the South.
Just tell me. I'll go. Just send it to me. I'll go get it signed for you.
I'll bet. I'll bet.
Yeah, I realize all the conventions come around my way, so that's why I meet everybody.
I know.
But yeah, they came to Chicago. It was 1 or 2 years ago, and it was right before one of the actors just passed away. Like, he did the signing, then like maybe like 6 months later he passed away or something like that.
I don't remember who it was. I think the guy who plays Swan's still alive. I think Cleon is still alive. There's pretty much 4 of them that still run around. The guy that played Vermin is still around.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to think of who else. Or who
I
was
know the
one
girl
that-
passed away.
Oh, she went?
Yeah, I think she passed away, and it was one of the God dang it! I got the fucking pop figure here. Hold on.
It wasn't Cochise or Snow, one of them. Because I think the guy that played Snow still was doing conventions. I know the guy that played Rembrandt died in the 80s. The young one, he died.
Yeah, Cochise is the one that passed away.
All right, I thought it was him or Snow. Yeah.
Yeah, because I wanted to get that signed, and it's like that was something he passed away. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah. I don't know if I didn't ever looked up the name, but anybody here ever play Red Dead Redemption a good bit?
I played a little bit, and I wish I played a little bit more.
Am I crazy, or is the voice of your boy in Red Dead the main character? Is that the guy? Is that Ajax playing that voice?
Well, he does a lot of voiceover stuff.
Because I believe he returned for the or it's, you know what I think it is? I think I'm wrong. I think it's the guy that played Ajax in the Rockstar video game The Warriors is the same guy that is the main character in Red Dead 1. I think that's what it is, because they have the same voice. I think that's what it is. So it's not actually the guy that played Ajax. It's the guy that voice acted him in the Warriors video game. We talk about we need a remake. How about an HD 4K remake of that game?
Oh, yeah.
Warriors was awesome.
Hey Jordan, we have a show for Stardom at 4:30. If you have Stardom World, 600 about 999 yen, which is like $6 or $7.
I just dropped a bunch of money on the silver sale Sunday, and I just dropped like $56 on a Van Halen I needed tonight. So yeah, I think I'm good.
Well, you get to see Maki. The main event is Rina versus Konami for the white belt.
For the white belt.
The Wonder of Stardom Championship. Basically, it's their Intercontinental Championship.
I'll wait and watch it for free after. Well, if I have time. I'm getting ready I have a meeting tomorrow. New band. Besides that, the new band is meeting up after that. I got to bounce from town to town. I got all kind of crap I got to do.
Well, there's a triple threat match with Maki Ito. What's her name? What's her name? It's that karate chick that was trained by Takamichi Noku. She's gonna be in it, and I forgot her name though. But fuck,
all right.
It's gonna be a good. I like the one. It kind of looks like a smaller version of Julia. She kind of looks like Julian now, doesn't
I don't know her name.
Tomaki Inaba and Maki Ito are gonna be 3-way matches.
Anthony put up a comment. The guy who voiced Thor in God of War, Brian Hurst, is playing Kratos in a live-action series. Okay.
Ryan Hurst is awesome. I loved him in Sons of Anarchy.
Mm-hmm.
I liked him until he got killed in prison.
Oh,
Killed by death.
Anyway.
he was killed. He was killed to death.
Motorhead killed by death. How
Anybody
about
have any else news? Because I was looking at home. We can watch a UEW Underground show for free.
Let's watch it.
Ooh.
1921?
It has the UEW singles debut of Jungle Boy Jack Perry
Oh God, no!
and UEW champion Sean Black versus Michael Kruger.
I will play with my silver dollars and half dollars.
Oh, come on.
Not watching Jungle Jack fucking dick swinging fucking
Dude, he was
Jim
awesome in the New Japan Cup.
90210 fucking.
You didn't complain about him in the New Japan Cup.
Yeah, well, they used him sparingly.
What was UEW Underground?
What was who?
UEW.
UEW? I don't even know what the hell that is.
Well, that's some shit.
That's some shit.
That's some good shit.
I prefer gold.
All right, Anthony asked us a question. What band do you guys feel didn't miss a beat when they replaced their lead singer? I feel DC didn't miss a beat. Okay.
I don't know if he's talking about AC/DC. Possibly, they had one of the most successful turnarounds with a different singer. Maybe that's what he's talking about.
When you think, when you see
AC/DC really didn't have a choice. They had to replace their singer because he died.
He died choking on his own vomit.
So, I mean, you still got the debate. It was like, which era is better? You got Bon Scott or you got Brian Johnson? I'm like, I like to me, I like both. I lean a little bit more towards
Brian Johnson.
Can't hear. It's people talking over people. Can't hear.
I lean a little bit more towards Bon Scott, but but Brian Johnson's there. I mean, what can you do? As far as any other, I think the one that that should have been greater was Ripper Owens. I mean, now he is a phenomenal singer, but he got a lot of shit when he joined Judas Priest. You got to say that's not Rob. That's not Rob. That's not Rob. But if you go listen to them Priest albums that he's on, they're actually really, really fucking good.
He also joined Ice Earth, if I'm correct.
So what?
What's his name? Owens. He also joined Ice Earth for a little bit.
He did, and he did Disciples of Dio. He did the tribute to singing for Dio stuff, and he joined. And today he's in KK's Priest, his version of Judas Priest, where they have one of the original drummers back. You got KK Downing, you got Ripper Owens. I actually have that album coming, or either it arrived or it's coming.
I heard it's pretty decent.
It's not bad. They do cover it's new stuff, and then the other half of the live show is covers of the KK written songs that he like the Ripper and stuff like that. And you get some Painkiller songs.
I'm going to leave off the table of Leonard Skinner because does not sound like.
It doesn't sound like Skinner anymore. All the original members are gone.
Yeah. And nothing against your boy from Blackfoot. He did a decent job, but I rather him in Blackfoot. And then Van Zant's brother, it's not the same. It's just not the same.
Van Halen.
Yeah, that's a questionable one. Either
Van Halen and actually AKA Van Hagar era. So, but you got to realize that's the David Lee Roth Van Halen era it was a totally different music style
Yeah.
than the Van Halen with Sammy. If you, it
It
was
was.
not. It was like two different. They switched styles up.
Yeah, the original band with David Lee Roth was 50s rock and roll redone, the
Yeah.
majority of it. And it was fun, it was playful. The lyrics were, and then Eddie got tired when, and the 80s came around, everybody started soloing like him. He got tired of it. He went more into piano based stuff. He saw the people were swinging towards ballads. He heard what Sammy could do with his voice. So the styles changed. There are
Yeah.
some there are some rocking songs, but it's one of those things where either you're okay with it or you absolutely hate it. And Gary Sharon was terrible. I don't know why they went and got a Sammy clone.
Yeah.
Well, I found out what UEW stands for. Underground Empire Wrestling.
Oh,
Okay.
Um,
Half an
and
hour
it's
later.
free. And it's free. Yeah, I know, right? But I found the very 5th episode. I couldn't find episode number 1, but I found number 5.
Whoa, whoa,
Anthony
whoa,
says
whoa.
he thinks Sammy made the band better, or people. Majority of the comments I hear from the older people is they can't stand the Sammy era. I just had to hear
I
that.
like that song. I Can't Drive 55 though. That song.
That's not Van Halen. That's Sammy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Sammy.
it's the same.
That's
Yeah,
like
for-
saying
for-
that's
for
like
me-
saying the heavy metal song on the heavy metal soundtrack. You know that's Sammy. It's
I
your
never really
one-way
heard.
ticket to
I never really got into
Midnight.
Genesis though.
Calling heavy metal.
Yeah. That's good shit right there.
That's good shit.
It really is.
Hardcore wrestling at its finest and deadliest underground legends like Homeless Jimmy and Supreme, and the great new faces like Fern Owens, JD Horror, Freddie Havoc, Mike Rain, Hatebreed, Ricky Barrera. What about Michael Kruger? What about Lil Sicko? What about Tarzan Duran?
God, I wish we could watch that GCW match of Little Sicko and Kruger. I wish we
Genesis
could watch
after Phil,
GCW stuff. Getting flagged.
Genesis after Phil Collins is pointless for me.
Yeah. Phil Collins is a lot better lead singer. You know, he's in bad shape right now. Godspeed to him.
Yeah. Hardcore wrestling at its finest and deadliest underground legends like Homeless Jimmy and Supreme
Homeless.
and
Homeless Jimmy. What a
great new
fucking
faces like Fern Owens, JD Horror, Freddie Havoc, Mike Rains, Hatebreed, Ricky
Barrera.
Barrera.
Yeah, like Lil Sicko and Tarzan Duran and fuck, dude.
I got a chance to meet Little Sicko. He's cool. He was a cool dude.
Little
Before he
Sicko.
got his ass beat by fucking Kruger.
Atticus Kruger.
Oh, good. Is here. I'll find the clip.
Lil Sicko's, man, he gets his ass beat in a lot of his matches, man. But he's a fucking deathmatch warrior, bro.
So he's like a deathmatch Spike Dudley.
Kinda.
I was gonna say that those names of those wrestlers scream. Jim Cornette says backyard wrestling, or
No.
Outlaw Mud Show.
Outlaw Mud Show bullshit.
Yeah. Those names like Homeless Jimmy. What a name!
Oh, man.
Homeless Jimmy sounds like
Dirty
he should
Ronald
be in
McDonald,
JCW.
Dirty
Sounds
Ronald McDonald is the shit.
He should be in JCW with a name like that. Homeless Jimmy.
You know, it'd be
Oh,
funny
here
if
it is.
some guy cosplayed as Ronald McDonald wrestling out there. Wait, that was never mind. That was Doink the Clown. Sorry.
Shield viper, like a black widow spider. Hit you up like a sniper, influence viral music ever since around the diaper. The farmer remember the battle of the tongue, touch on my son that I would fall off. Do one of the thunder rain.
All right, here it is.
Air cheese.
Yeah, that
How
was
do you
Little
like your
Sicko.
skin? Rare?
That was a Little Sicko right there that got that. And oh, good God, that was vicious.
Bad intentions. Just some bad intentions. Peter Gabriel or Phil Collins. Phil Collins. Peter Gabriel is not my cup of tea for Genesis, even though Peter Gabriel was better by himself.
But he was the original lead singer, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, by Genesis was before my time, or like that was some seven. They were like well, Peter Gabriel Genesis was before me, which is like some 70s, late 70s. Jordan.
Yeah, it's now that you mentioned it, now we getting our orders wrong. Peter Gabriel was first in the band.
Yeah. Yeah. Then
They had some okay stuff,
but for me, it's like I didn't know that he wasn't even in the band, because by the time of the MTV era,
yeah,
the only thing I knew about Peter Gabriel was Sledgehammer, and same thing with Phil Collins. I've been in.
I'm sure you remember. You got to remember the Genesis Land of Confusion.
Yes, Land of Confusion.
Land of Confusion. But yeah, so
I can't dance. I can't walk. Only
I can't really,
is the way
I can't really compare the two, because I was an 80s kids raised on MTV, so.
Oh man, here we are talking about music.
And
again.
Phil
Remember when
Collins,
Celebrity Deathmatch had that match between Phil Collins versus Sting? It was the drummer versus the bass player. But basically, because they were both two famous rock musicians that became. Oh God, I love Rammstein.
Sting still has to pay. Wrestler Sting still has to pay artist Sting for the rights to use the music, but it's not very high.
I thought it was regular. I thought the artist Sting had to pay the wrestler Sting.
Sting, Crow Sting pays real Sting, but I think it's something like, I think it was something like 1,200 or something low.
until he died.
Sting ain't dead.
No, yeah, Sting's not dead.
Didn't he die? I thought he died.
You thinking of somebody else from? You thinking of somebody else from the '80s that was a pop star?
No, Sting
Billy
passed.
Idol.
No, Sting passed
No,
away.
Sting's alive, dude.
Yeah, Sting's. He's talking about Bono, maybe.
Bono's still alive.
Bono's still alive.
Yeah.
He's thinking of somebody along the Peter Gabriel, Sting, Phil Collins, somebody that was a pop. Somebody.
Well, I know. David Bowie died, and it's not him. No,
he died 10 years ago, man.
Yeah, and Billy Idol's still living.
I just missed. The old girl got the last copy. I was trying to get it. He had it for sale. 9 Inch Nails with Bowie from '95. That the whole
We
live.
hate Americans. The We Hate Americans tour.
Yeah.
Oh, he is still alive. Okay, my bad.
It was not called
he
that.
passed away for some reason.
I would have loved to have that album, dude. That's an album I would love to have.
What album?
The album you just mentioned, the 9 Inch Nails, with Trent Reznor.
Oh,
and David
Chad
Bowie.
just said it's 40-something bucks, but he said he could get them again. They're all sealed new.
Oh shit!
Yeah, he could get you the Rage albums if you don't want an OG. He can get you all the Rage albums sealed if you want them.
Well, Anthony asked, guys, I'm a big Rammstein fan. Why doesn't that band get talked about?
Well, they caused a lot of controversy, man.
They get talked about a lot. They're considered the band with the best live show. I'm not a big fan of them, but
yeah, they got an awesome live show, but they can only do it overseas because there's no venue in America that will actually host their full live show. I mean, if you go on YouTube, I mean,
if you've watched some of their music videos, what they did during the Family Values tour, there's a good reason why.
Yeah.
I even heard they got arrested. I heard they got banned from New Orleans after that because of that stunt.
But I know I know they had to release a video on Pornhub because they couldn't.
And X videos too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's basically is a you probably know it's about a female's genitalia or private parts.
Yeah.
It's a good song though. It's
a lot of naked women running around too.
Anthony says he's a big Sex Pistols fan.
But
they were selling some of that on vinyl the other night too.
Never mind the
but yeah,
bullets.
Rammstein should be able. Rammstein does do tours in America, but they got to dumb down their show, so it's not as spectacular in America as if you go see
Their
them.
pyro is so good though. They can still use their pyro in America though.
That's all. It all comes down to safety protocol for fire. That's what it all
Yeah.
comes down to.
Fire,
Bang, bang.
And I'm more of a Anthony. I'm more of a Misfits. I like the Ramones, but I'm more of a Misfits guy when it comes to the punk world. I'll do a little bit of Dead Kennedys, certain eras of Black Flag.
I love these Dead Kennedys.
Man,
yeah.
am I the only one that likes Fugazi?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Fuck
think
you
so.
guys.
Is this fair comparison? Is Rammstein terms controversy the same level?
No.
No, like
No.
No.
Rammstein is more. Let's say they're just too
Risque.
risque. You know, ICPs they're more for their violence, and Rammstein's more
Comments.
controversy for their sexual themes in their videos and songs.
Yeah.
Well, ICP has some very, very, very pedo shit in some of their songs too.
They're just more underground. But if you're talking about controversy, I don't think anybody got it worse than Lords of Acid.
I don't think Rammstein is that controversial. I mean, the only thing bad about him is that everything's in German, and if you don't speak German, you just don't understand it. That's
Hey,
I
eat
understand a
German-
little bit of it.
I eat German food. Is that count?
Yeah, Lords of
anyway,
Acid.
but as
Lords
far
of
as
Acid
ICP, what happened with ICP controversy is they got flagged for being a gang.
Oh yeah, the Juggalos. Yeah, it was by the FBI, but they're no longer. It's no longer.
They got flagged for being a gang, which they're not.
Lords of Acid got banned from performing in the U.S. for like 10 years because of their stage shows. Like
Yeah.
the women
Wild tricks.
would do all kind of sexual stuff. I mean, the whole stick of that band is sexual shit and kind of like, I mean, more stuff has gone that way today, but back in like 87 and 88, like albums saying and doing that kind of shit was unheard of.
Well, I know Carla from the Butcher Babies is a new singer of Lords of Acid. So
Carla Harvey.
yeah,
Wow.
she's a new lead singer of Lords of Acid.
They've
And
been
they
through
just
so many
announced-
women.
They just announced the new North American tour too.
Oh, they're allowing it back again, but it's not. I think it was the second girl they had after Jade for You that was riding dudes' faces and doing all kind of shit live. That's all Prada Khan, of course. Prada Khan is the genius behind all of that. That push. He was one of the pioneers of techno and all that shit in the 80s. You know, coming from their countries over there. Like I don't know if it's Norwegian or where they're from.
I'll tell you another band is controversy. Especially the Norwegian black metal scene. Jesus Christ, Mayhem and Burzum. Oh my God.
Yeah, but he's
But
out
there's
of jail now.
You got to be a little bit more specific. There's like 500 bands from
I'm talking
Norway.
about the guy that stabbed his former bandmate 25 times.
He burned the church. Yeah,
He went to prison for. Then now he's living in France, and he's a fucking neo-Nazi now, from what I heard.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
That's great.
You're talking about Varg.
Yes, I'm talking about Varg fucking Vickers. Yes,
Yeah, he's all a free man now. Yeah, so it didn't really do much.
I watched the video.
Yeah, well, because
recently of,
Norway doesn't have a maximum life sentence is 21 years in prison.
And they still buy his albums. What we got? A recent video of Klaus saying he's one of the better rock singers you ever heard because English one is. Yeah, Klaus is a top 5 in the world, dude. The man, he's just retiring from the Scorpions now, and he told him they'd go on without him. Who the hell do you get to replace that man? That dude got pipes on him like that dude is Rob Halford, Bruce Dickinson, Chris Cornell, Ronnie James Dio level. Like that dude is just impressive.
Oh man, I love me some Maiden.
Yeah.
I was actually listening to Seventh Son of a Seventh Son recently. That's one of my other favorite Maiden albums.
Bruce Dickinson. Still, after all these years, Bruce Dickinson and Judas and Rob Halford. After all these years, they could still hit them notes, and I know Rob can hit them because
I like Paul.
Rob has had to tone it down for the last 20 years because he is losing it, but he still could pull it off. But he can't do all the highs of the old songs anymore. Whereas Bruce, short of one note, is still doing the same shit. It's amazing how he can still pull it off. And Klaus can still hit all of his stuff. Yeah, like Rob can't do Painkiller like Painkiller anymore. He can't. It's been like that since about like 2006. He's had to change it up. I watched a lot of live videos on that stuff, but he's still good considering he's like his age, especially because I mean he's got some age on him. Has he hit over 80?
70 something.
I think he's close to 80. He's close to 80, or he's in his. I mean, he's getting up there.
Googling
Rob
Rob
Halford. 74.
Yeah, because he's close to Ozzy's age. That's about right. Because I mean, he was running around back in those days.
Yep. Well, gentlemen, y'all have anything else left to discuss before we start showing shit?
Showing shit.
Let's see. I'm looking at wrestling news right now.
The only other wrestling news I have is Phil, put down your phone.
I'm looking it up. Damn it! Fuck you.
I love you, Phil. I just like to mess with you every now and again, man.
Let's see what's on wrestling news. I'm looking at it right now.
Nothing really did happen other than what we talked about, I think.
I don't know if anything happened on NXT, but because
there is some other news. Javon Evans got injured Monday night in Raw.
Yes. So, I think he. And I was like thinking to myself, man, this guy needs to slow down. He's got to hurt himself, and then somehow on Raw he fucked himself up. I don't know if he blew out his shoulder or broke a bone or something. He's
too skinny, man. He's too skinny, dude. He needs to put some weight on.
And too much candy.
I like candy.
Ain't candy, bubblegum and taffy.
But yeah, that's about the only news we got is like, he hurt himself live on Raw. So
yeah.
Shingo Takagi is okay from his injury over 24 hours ago.
Of course he is. Shingo.
Yeah, dude's built like a fucking tank.
Dude, what about Tomohiro Ishii getting busted open the other night?
That happens pretty regular if you watch it. He throws himself into it. He gets bloody nose and bloody lips and
here's some good news. Fightful Wrestling gave Maya World Independent Wrestler of the Year.
Who?
Maya World, one of the girls that replaced, not Stardom. She was one to replace that. What's her name? That one WWE wrestler that didn't want to. They got tired of losing with their tag team partner.
Oh, the two girls that stepped in on a random episode of a Collision.
So I think she got Independent Wrestler of the Year.
Cool.
Congratulations to her. Congratulations to Maya World. I think I'm glad she got an award for that.
All right. So now we get to show some shit off.
Yeah, go to one of them first. I got my box ready to go.
Phil, you ready?
Phil.
Oh yeah. I don't have anything. I don't have anything this week.
Oh, okay.
You got 5 more gray hairs.
Are you ready? I have nothing this week.
All right. I do got a couple things. I just had this. I picked these up. They were heavily damaged, and I had to take it to a local shop with a resurfacer. But I finally.
Nice.
About damn time you joined we joined the dark side.
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot. Believe it or not, there's a lot of Rush songs that I do like. So it was like, I wanted like a greatest hits, and I got it. So
that one's pretty good for that.
When I picked this up, they were like very heavily scratched. So I took it to my local disc trading place, and they had a cleaner. They cleaned it, and I played them, and now they sound brand spanking new.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Along with that collection that I found, I also got this
I don't know what that is.
Pink
Me
Floyd Pulse.
Oh, wait. Well, why does it look different?
Well, the one it's a CD.
Yeah, you're supposed to have the little blinking light on the CD.
Well, it doesn't have it because it's missing the outer cover. So, but it's got the CD.
Oh, that's why. Okay, yeah, because you could replace the battery in the outer and make the little pulse light blink.
Yeah, these ones the discs were heavily damaged. So, but I got them clean and it plays great. So
Yeah, pulse was
I
so cool.
got that knocked off my list. So now for some vinyl, pick this up for $35.
Aha, you finally
Nice.
got it south of heaven.
Yes, South of Heaven, and finally, hopefully, the only other one I'm looking for is Rain and Blood. Now,
It's
so
not
that's
hard
the
to
next
get.
one on my list.
That's not hard to find. I actually have a vinyl copy of Rain and Blood.
You could get him to get you that.
Now, this one paid $30 for.
The Razor's Edge.
Not a fan.
Yes.
He says not a
Great one, and as for me, this is the first AC/DC album I bought with my own money on tape.
91, right?
Yep. So I had to get that one.
Thunder.
And this one, if I knew the price of this, I would have never said yes to this. But I'm kind of glad I have it now. Paid like $55 for this.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's an expensive album because of the era. But it's a music on vinyl, dude. I would have paid 60. Music on vinyl is terrific pressing. It's gonna sound amazing.
Yeah,
It's gonna
so I
sound
picked
great.
that up on Coleco and everything. And this one, another one I bought as a kid on tape. And when they finally released it to vinyl, I was like, I had to pick this up.
Another music on vinyl.
That's
Yes.
a good
that?
album.
What you paid for
Alice
that?
Cooper
One?
Trash.
What you
I
paid for
remember in
that?
high school I had that T-shirt.
What you
And
paid for
probably
that?
a
One?
jacket too.
How much?
I paid $40 for this one.
The Alice Cooper? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's dude. Music on vinyls go for like $50-$60. That's not bad.
So, and this one, I actually picked this up off of eBay. Because I was looking for a album from this group, and it was like some outtakes, like they do like the mechanical versions of their songs or just something different. But I came across this, and it was at a decent price. I think I paid like $35 for this.
Oh,
Far
Donington.
Beyond Bootleg Pantera live from Donington '94.
yes.
Nice.
Yeah, Donington had great shit in 93, 94.
So, I mean, great song selection. You got Use My Third Arm, Walk, Strength Beyond Strength, Dom Hollow, Slaughter, Fucking Hostile, This Love, Mouth of War, and Cowboys from Hell.
No Cemetery Gates.
No, Phil. I don't think we're ever gonna hear Phil do Cemetery Gates ever again.
His voice,
Yeah.
his vocals are warped.
The only time
Yeah,
I ever seen him try to attempt to do it was live. They did the intro to it, and he's like, "You like that song? Is it good? Well, fuck that song, that shit. 1, 2, 3, 4." Going to fucking hostile. So,
All right.
all right. That's about it.
Next.
Otherwise, squirrel.
Between these three rock female singers, who do you guys think is the greatest vocalist in rock history? Ann Wilson, Sharon D. Adele, or Simone Simmons?
Simone Simmons.
And Wilson.
Yes, I do. I listened to Epica, Within Temptation, and Nightwish.
Oh,
I Ann Wilson all the way.
Will
She's
you
on-
stop that? It's annoying me.
Yeah, Ann Wilson is 1 in a million. We're never gonna get a woman like that again.
Anna Wilson.
All right.
Yeah, I have to go with Anna Wilson.
Yeah, she's just one of a kind, one of the
Ann
best
Wilson
female
Bart?
singers on the planet.
I
Yeah,
mean, don't get me wrong. The other two are really good too.
yeah, they're not bad. It's just you against Ann Wilson, the fucking. I mean, the woman crushes Lita Ford. She crushes. What's her face? Stevie Nicks. I mean, it's Ann Wilson. All right, let's do books. How about some Jim Morrison?
Oh,
Yeah, it was. I grabbed these for 10 apiece, but we got the last writings of Jim Morrison, Wilderness Volume 1, and then we've got his book. This is Volume 2, The American Night. I just figured that'd be some cool stuff just to have. You know, I might skim through them one day, but I was like, what the shit? All right, let's see what we got here. Let's do some vinyl. I don't know if our Soundgarden fan was still watching, but this was one I needed. Got down on the upside here.
Oh yeah, I remember
Yeah.
when you picked that up too.
Yeah, I need it. Now I'm only missing Ultra Mega OK. That's probably gonna cost me an arm and a leg, but if it's even can be found. I don't even know if there's a repress of that. That's what we got here. Paid $5 for this. This is Moog Synthesizers, an album of just like Moog shit.
Moog.
Yeah. That's like the legendary keyboards from Pink Floyd to Michael Jackson to you name it. That's the stuff that was used to make all those sounds. Trent Reznor, I mean, everybody. All right, Josh, I finally. Oh shit! I don't think you bought this one for me. I hope not. I might have forgot that you bought this. You didn't buy this for me, did you?
Oh, I got that.
No.
That's a good one.
All right, I have heaven. I got it, and this is a 1980 U.S. specialty, a club pressing. Yeah, I got it for $25.
Nice.
That's good. That's a good price. That's a good price for that.
It is. It is. While I'm on my Blue Oyster Cult trip, I paid $9 for this, but I got Spectre.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's
Cadabra.
that's Don't Fear the Reaper. If y'all wanted to know which album that was.
Don't Fear the Reaper on that one.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's good. That's a good one.
Let me put some of this back so I can show you all a few more things. All right, what we got? Oh, this completes my collection for this band. I've been waiting for months for one of these to come up. I don't know what, doesn't say what I paid, but it looks like
The
15.
Village People.
Hell no. Emerson, Lake and Palmer.
Not much better.
Way better. Way better. Another guy with moves and class, but it's trilogy. That's the one from the beginning. So yeah, I'm pretty happy about completing. That band is off the list. I have everything they ever did. Then right here, I don't know what I paid for this, but this is 1958 live in concert. This is Muddy Waters.
Hell yeah, it is.
Yeah. This is Muddy Waters and Otis Spain in concert in 1958. And you got Hoochie Coochie Man and Rolling Stone and Baby Please Don't Go. You know, I'm going to have fun with that. Look, it tells you this is the complete Muddy Waters concert presented in performance order. Total time from 38:42, dubbed from the only existing asset. That means the only way they could get it. So yeah, I'll grab that. And Josh, I finally got mine. I had to pay 34, but it's an 81 USOG. It does it's on the Carrier level, but it looks like Carrollton Press. I finally got mine.
Ah, yes.
Brought us all together. Yeah, that's a band I'm working on, at least getting all their classic stuff. I need Strong Arm of the Law badly from them.
I'm looking for Wheels of Steel.
I got it the other night for a good price. But yeah, Wheels of Steel's a great one, but very old, very AC. If you love AC/DC, you like Wheels of Steel. But Strong Arm of the Law is the one between Wheels of Steel and Denim and Leather, and it's one of the best, and I need it badly. But yeah, that's it. I'm done. I'm done for today.
Done?
I still got boxes and boxes of vinyl in the back room, but we're done for today.
Done?
We're
Done, he says.
And that ain't cow done.
Moo.
And I'm not gonna show it till I get it framed, but Warriors movie poster. Yes, John. I
I'm
tried to get you to get on that day. He had another one for, and I didn't buy anything else. But once you purchase the tube, he was willing to sell all. This would cost me like 25 because of the tube. Once you bought the tube, he was willing to do all other additional posters for 15 apiece.
Damn.
Damn.
Yeah, and he had an animated Legend of Zelda poster and other movies and all kind of stuff. So
I wouldn't mind a heavy metal one. I wouldn't mind getting a heavy metal one.
I would have got it if it was available. It was not. I would have got that.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you're not watching Ringside Rants,
You're doing life wrong, brother.
yeah, and we're not just food that we eat all day long and we talk about everything. We're also
Food for the ears, baby.
That's
Okay.
right. And what's mine is mine. What's yours, it'll be mine too. But maybe in the future, I'll show some of these $50 and full dollar coins that I found that I happen to own and paid nothing for, and $2 bills.
Does anybody have any fun facts?